Hey guys, it's me. Of course, your girl Amanda Miller with 105.7 The Face, and it is Sunday, 7 o'clock. So, at 7 o'clock, we are always here bringing you hot topics, unapologetically real, or interviews as well. So make sure you guys are tuning in to the Talk Queens each and every Sunday at 7 o'clock and Facebook 7 o'clock on Tuesdays. Make sure you've downloaded our mobile app. Make sure you go on over to our social media page for 105.7 The Phase here on IG. Southern Maid, my co-host, make sure you're checking her out, following her, and make sure you are definitely following our YouTube page at Talk Queens on YouTube, and Amanda Miller Talks too, definitely on Facebook. Also, my apologies, and TikTok. So I am. We have so many platforms that you can follow us on. The website, 105.7 The Phase. You artists, don't miss out on how you can get your music played and your interviews. But we are here like we normally would. Hey, Southern Man.
Hi.
Hey, lady. Look, I don't even got my earplugs today, but it seems like I never have that issue on IG, but it seems like I always kind of have the issue when we're on um, Facebook. I don't know why, but yeah, different platforms, different streams. So who knows? How's your Sunday going?
It's going good. Got dinner into the kids. They getting situated. Had practices and
Right,
whatnot. So, we good. We good over here. How about you?
girl, doing good, doing good. Hold on. It's fun. Guys, as you guys come on, please tag and share. We are going to do the same. So yeah, as you guys come on, please tag and share. We are going to talk today about plastic surgery, BBLs, tummy tucks, lipos. So don't get shy out there. We talk unapologetically real. If you for them, against them, whatever that looks like, whatever your thoughts are, as we dive into this subject, we would like to hear from you. The only thing we say is to be respectful to those that may not agree with you.
Mhm.
I'm going to turn it over to you just before we dive in.
I'm sure we went through all the things. Make sure that you're following us, me and Amanda both. Make sure that you're tuning in to 105.7 The Phase for 24/7, 366 this year. Had that in there. 366 hip hop and R&B.
That's
Do not
right.
forget to reach out to us so you can get yourself on the rotation. Make sure that you're having some of these interviews with us.
Yes, sir.
And, let us know everything that you guys have going on out there because we would love to be a part. We love making sure that we are here for our community. So make sure you let us know what's happening with you here in the MacTown or up in the A. We like to
That's
travel. We are
right.
diverse out here.
Definitely.
We're
Shoot.
traveling girlies.
That's
So let us
right.
know.
Tune in.
And
Tap
do not
in.
forget, if you cannot join us live, that we will be on anywhere that you have podcasts. So that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We're there. We're come see us. And if you want to see
Right.
us,
It ain't hard. We're
don't
not
forget the
hard to find.
YouTube. Don't forget the YouTube. We're not hard to find. We don't be. It's run up, get done up out here. We ain't hiding. Come see us
Yes. We're not
anytime.
hard to find. Hey, Ambition.
Hey, DJ
But
Ambition.
but yeah, guys, go ahead and tag and share. People always have so many thoughts and comments about plastic surgeries, especially centered around BBLs. I think that's the hottest one.
Right
So,
now,
guys,
yes.
right, so go ahead and tag and share the live with someone and make sure they know that we are on. And like I mentioned, we are going to do the same. So I am going to do just that myself. So if you guys want to go ahead and just tag and share, please take that moment to do so and give us a moment while people come on the live as we tag and share it so that people can come in. We want to hear from you. Definitely the guys, like we want to hear from you. Because I would love to know, you know, from a guy, their perspective on what do you like? Um, what are you attracted to? Are you more leaning towards natural? Are you split in the middle? Do you like the girls within the enhancements? What? Like,
Do you not care? And as long as it's
right.
there, it's there.
Like what? Like what? Let's talk. Big Daddy, you always on the live. Big Daddy 7008. So let's hear from you, definitely. And Big Daddy, I remember that time you were trying to get on the live and we could not get you on the live to save our life. So
But today may just be that day. You can jump in. So
right. Today might just be the day that it's time for you to jump in and give us your thoughts. But yeah, we talking plastic surgery, BBLs, lipo, tummy tuck. Are you for it or against it? Are you neutral? Or you just don't care? Like be stated.
Cause let me tell you something. Little here between me and y'all. I don't care. I do not care either way.
I think the enhancements from a standpoint of celebrities. Do you think that plays a big role in how it spills over into the everyday life for people that are of the,
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Celebrity popularity, just how society swings with its constant ebbs and flows. Because I remember when I was young, these little lips that I got used to get, picked on. Now, I'm on the smaller end of lip injections. You know what I mean? Like, and I be seeing some people now like that's not real. Like I know that's not real.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to you for paying for it, but I know that's not real.
Like it's this one lady, Jolie. Is it Angela Jolie?
Okay. Yeah.
Do she have the lip enhancements?
No.
It's okay. It's someone
Those are strictly hers.
Yeah, it's somebody that I cannot think of her name that has the enhancements, and I'm like,
Here's my thing when people be getting a whole lot of enhancements, and this is the only thing that I be saying, like, be weary, because people will get the enhancements and then forget what they look like, and they'll do that before they had children. So then when your kids come out looking like you, but not looking like you because you don't look like you, and genetics fail, and now your baby daddy wondering what the world, I'm sorry, or your husband, let's hope it gonna be husband, but now your significant other wondering what is this? They don't look like me, they don't look like you, like who is this? And now you gotta sit here and have paternity tests because you just didn't want to look like you were supposed to look like.
right.
It went too far. Because there is a line. There's a line between, like, okay, you're doing this for you and you're doing this for you. Like, you need help.
The Kardashians, what do you think? What's your thoughts? Very pretty ladies, very pretty girls.
I don't appreciate anybody getting paid off of a body that I naturally have that's been sexualized and demonized and put down against, but now you sitting up here collecting $1 million check. I don't agree with none of that personally.
And that's fair.
So that's how I feel.
Got you. And also too, I think when we talk about the enhancements of what's, and I'm not saying that there aren't any white people, Caucasian people that are built like us. I'm not saying that because I'm sure there's some
I've seen a couple.
That's naturally thick, baby.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. That's fine.
But I think when other ethnicities, because they're not the only ones, have surgery, I don't think it's looked upon as much as when we have surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they can have surgery and it's, oh, Kim looks good, Kim looks nice. Or any Spanish, Hispanic person, oh, she bad. Guys are like, oh, she bad. But as soon as let us go have that surgery and get on that tape, oh, she got a BBL. I don't even know why they went and done that.
I be feeling
Nobody.
bad for the ones that actually look like that don't have no BBL, but people be down on them anyway. I be like, look,
Oh,
she
when
been
I
looking
first went
like
on
that. So I be
TikTok,
like, calm down.
yeah, when I first went on TikTok, I posted a picture. Well, I posted a video of me getting out of a truck, and that's one of the things a couple of people were saying. Because I get out of the truck, you can see my front. Then, of course, I'm going into the building, and you see my back. And a lot of people were saying that about a BBL. Well, no, I don't have a BBL, but I had just got my stomach done. That's when I had just recently got my tummy tuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I was saying within it, no, wrong part of the body. Because
Didn't get cut there. Sorry.
right,
You're
right. So
That's why you're not a doctor. You misdiagnosed, sir.
yeah, I just think that soon as people see, they act like they're the BBL detective.
Police.
That they can
Yeah.
right, that they can tell everybody has a BBL that's made a certain way. And so after my surgery, my stomach was really small because, of course, I wore my thigh high, and it was really little, really small. But now, since afterwards, it's not as small as it was after I got off that table, because now reality don't set in. Now I haven't gained weight back in my waist or stomach, but it wasn't as small as it was before when I had my surgery. But I just think, yeah, people tend to want to be the BBL police, and like you said, you feel sorry for those.
Yeah.
Those that do have the BBL. Some of the sisters, I mean, they be banging. Now, some I
Here's my
understand
thing.
it's a little too much, but
I be seeing some that I be like, because we all know, I've said this before, that I only want to have a breast reduction because they're not meant to be on my frame. Sorry, they're just not. Kids came, ran havoc, had to eat. They're not meant to be on my frame. So when I'm done having my children's, I've been real vocal. I want a reduction. I mean, a lift happens to come with a reduction, so I'm not mad at it. But that's all I
and
want
that's
in life.
crazy because I want the opposite. I want these things. I'm getting older. These things starting to
Ah,
kind of droop a little. I'm ready for
ah.
these girls to
Hey,
I'm ready for these girls to be enhanced and
to each
lifted.
their own. To each their own. I just know with a reduction comes a lift. Like when they reduce, they have
Have to
to
lift
lift them because they got to put
them.
them back.
Yeah.
So I was like, we gonna knock out two birds with one stone because I don't want all this and I want to
That's
be
right.
back where they
That's
were before.
right.
But I say all that to say, I be seeing some women and I be like, dang, who is your doctor? Because I want that.
Right. But do
I
you
want that.
know, to me, and I'm glad you stated that, because to me, I just think, and I could be wrong. I mean, hey, I my thoughts and my opinion doesn't make it facts. But I think that other ethnicities do just that. Who's your doctor? Where did you go?
Oh,
What,
for
you look
sure.
amazing.
Oh,
But we
it's a
do
re-
so
it's a referral based thing for
right,
sure.
right. And so it's like I don't know. I don't know what that is and why that's so ingrained with us. That is
some
hard.
surgeries some surgeries just make me confused,
Okay.
right? So sometimes I be hearing that people will do like surgeries to get taller or surgeries to like like their arm surgery. And I'll be like, there are so many things. Like, why are you trying
Yeah,
to add bone to
because
bone?
I
Like,
never
that's
knew
kind of
that.
weird.
But yeah, girl, these are things right here. I guess I just go ahead and keep doing like,
Keep the keep the keep the rose.
right, 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 right.
But my whole thing is like, if you want to get surgery, get surgery.
Yeah, by all means,
Have it. That's your
have
house.
at it.
That's your money. That's your bag. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But I don't agree with getting surgery and then not doing the things to keep up the thing you paid
That's
for.
real.
Because to me, I'm like, yo, you just dropped stacks. You dropped a house payment. You dropped a down payment for a house. And you not even gonna go in the gym once properly healed. I'm not telling nobody to go in that gym if they not healed.
Yeah,
Don't do that
absolutely,
shit.
absolutely.
But once properly healed, you not gonna go in the gym and at least do what you got to do to maintain it. Cause
Right.
ain't nowhere in the world I'm about to just drop 7, 8, 20, $50,000, and in a year I look exactly the same before I went under the knife. So like,
You
no.
definitely have to maintain it, and
You
that's why I was
have
saying
to,
when
and I feel
I
like
very
that's more work than getting it.
right, and that's why I was saying is my waist smaller than today. Guys, we're talking about BBLs, tummy tucks, lipo. Do you agree? Do you not? Do you not even care? Especially guys, what do you like your natural? What does that look like for you? But I was saying, yeah, to your point, um, is my waist is not as small as it was, of course, when I very first had my surgery in a couple of
Mm-hmm.
months leading out of having my surgery. And you're right. I started to see where I was picking back up in that area. And I was like, no, ma'am. I did not spend this money to end up right back in the same situation. So I end up starting, getting a personal trainer, and he
Mm-hmm.
would train with me on the Zoom, and we would do our exercises and stuff like that, because it is so easy, especially if you're not disciplined, to pick
Right.
that weight right back up if you're not conscious of what you're eating, if you're not just doing active things. You can pick that weight back up easy, and it's just like a waste of money out the door.
And the money I can low key kind of understand because you can make more, but it'd be the waste of my time that I would be more frustrated with. Because that's what I'd be more frustrated with now. Like, if you waste my time, I get mad. You waste my money, I mean, I ain't happy, but I ain't mad. Like, I'm not sitting up here like, woo, but I'm not about to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But think
But you
about this
waste my
though.
time, I'm about to ask you what the fuck is wrong with you. Like, don't do that.
But yeah, think about this though. So I posted my journey after,
Mm-hmm.
before and during the time, and I should have posted more of the healing journey, because what people don't tell is that part.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
and to each his own. But for me, it was a mess. I was like, no one prepared me for the after effect. The
Yeah.
healing, the walking, the getting up, the first couple of days. I was like, oh my goodness, I
I
just
can
did.
only imagine because even when I be doing ab workouts, right, and I be trying to get my fitness back together because again, 3 kids, trying to put the things back where they're supposed to be. When I do my ab workouts and I may go a little too hard, and I laugh and I be like, that hurt,
Yeah, I don't
that
think
hurt.
we realize
I
that's right how much we do with those stomach
right.
muscles.
Like
Mhm.
I even when I used to like dance and stuff, when I used to have to like be conditioning, I used to remind, like, doing random things. You remind yourself because you're sore how many muscles it takes to lift a cup of water. Like, you be like, ah. So I can just imagine having to have surgery. When I had my emergency C-section, I had to sneeze. I thought I was gonna die, like, because the
Yeah.
pain was so enormous, and I, I know
When I,
it's. Ooh, you better
yeah,
than
when
me,
I
cause
before
absolutely not.
before I left, because I went to Miami. Before I left, of course, you go and you check that with the doctors or whatever have you. But I seen, and I don't know. I guess I just wasn't thinking. And I seen a lot of girls in the chair with their knees, like they would be turned towards the chair with their knees. And I'm like, what is that about? And someone said those are the girls that has had the BBLs because they can't sit down. And so I'm saying to myself, so what do you do on your travel back? Like, what happens?
That,
Like, if you like me, if you drove there, because we drove, or if you flew, like, what happens on the plane? Like, I agree with the pain after the cesarean. Yeah, but
I
um,
mean, never again. I
there's
pray to God I
only
never have
one
to have another
Shonda.
C-section.
Yeah, I had cesarean as well. But Ty, when I tell you, the
I can
pain
go.
of after that tummy tuck
I bet
was
it was worse.
hard. It was
I bet
worse. I
it
promise you guys,
was.
it was. Because you got the tubes in you, you can't
Mhm.
sleep, you trying to
Mhm.
get
Because
comfortable,
to me,
you got a
it would be the
drain.
mental load. Because to me, it would be the mental load of everything. Because with a cesarean, do they tell you what to expect? No, no, they
Right.
do not. Ask a person. For any pregnant mamas out there who may have to have a cesarean, you better ask a woman who's been through it, because they lie. They lie in that damn room. They lie. They lie. But anyway, the mental load of it all, because like with the C-section, they kind of like, as you're leaving the hospital, they're like, hey, don't drive, don't try to sit at there, like they try to help you a little bit. They don't tell you all of that. So I could just imagine you have now you have ripped through this by choice, because my cesarean was not by choice. So you'd have ripped through this by choice. You done took some of it, stretched it, cut some of it out, tucked it in, done the things, lifted, like put it back. I'm like, yo, homie, no, no.
And then I was just that, like, you feel real numb in that area for a long time, like almost a year. So your stomach don't really feel normal. Um,
Mm-mm.
a lot after
After
the
I.
fact. The pain of cesarean felt like I was cut in half. He was 7, baby, and my only cesarean. Oh, well, okay. So
Mine was
then knowing
emergency too,
that,
girl. Mine was
yeah,
emergency too. That
yeah.
oh
And
shit.
then knowing that you had had natural and not the anticipation of that. But guys, we talking plastic surgery, tummy tuck, BBLs, lipo. What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you not agree? Guys, if you're out there, do you like them natural? Do you, like B said, it don't even matter to you? Let me tell y'all this, what I think.
Because I feel like as a man, if I were a man, I would give a fuck.
But do you
Like,
know a
as
lot
long
of,
as you
okay,
look good, I would give a fuck.
so I posted this video of this girl, very beautiful girl in the face, and then no, really
Plus, like
small,
you said.
really small waist, but a huge butt, and a lot of guys were saying it's too much. How does she white? No
Probably not
way.
proportional.
Yeah, they was like,
Because
no
I
way.
do know dudes. I do know dudes do like proportions.
Yeah.
That is something I have seen a plethora of times, where I've had some male friends who, girl may not have the biggest ass, but if the ass and the waist ratio be like mixing, it'd be like, oh, okay, like it's a good size situation. Because again, I'm not as blessed as some of the members in my family. I am not. Um, in some areas, I am. These
Look,
being one
Shonda,
of the problems.
there's only one Shonda says my breast job was extremely painful afterwards, and it felt like I had twin towers on my chest. It was so painful. The
See, that's
pain
what
of
you want.
after the
That's
surgery,
what
and
you
that's
want.
what we were talking about. Me, I was saying about my tummy tuck. It's the pain afterwards. You
It's
ask
pain.
yourself, was it worth it? You know,
And I'm sure
it
it wasn't.
it's a lot going through it after the fact, right? And so, yeah, B and I was talking before you came on. B was saying she wanted to do a reduction, and I was saying I wanted to, well, at least a lift. So I don't know if they have to enhance when they lift. I don't know what they have to
No,
do, but okay, I want them
they
to
don't.
hurt, right?
I need them to be lessened and perked.
Yeah. So,
No.
underscore Mr. Rose says, I really don't care. BBL as long as it look good and you ain't out here looking like Bugs Life. LOL. So what does Bugs Life look like? Like,
Ah, cause
And
You ever seen that Disney movie A Bug's Life where it has like this one bug that has like she's like this big but she
got
has like this
it.
massive
Yeah.
thing on the
Okay.
back?
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That's a millennial kick for you, you
To
know.
me, it was because now I want small breasts. I want nothing but perky. Yeah, I want perky
See,
as well.
that's why I just need them to just whoop, go back where they were. That's it.
Right. Do you guys think that women have surgery for a couple of reasons? One, because they, like we were saying earlier, they see other women and they're like, dang, that looks good. And so they go out there and get surgery themselves, for your own self gratification. Or do you think for attention from guys?
First off,
I ain't
A is
gonna
way too
lie.
small.
It's SZA got a ball
SZA
BBL. SZA, that's how you say
got
it.
a
SZA.
SZA do got a good BBL, bro. Like that's a if I were to take a picture as an inspiration in, she would be my inspiration because it looks really nice. It does. It looks proportionate. It looks like natural. It looked like oh, okay. Like can you? Did she have one? I mean, she opened up about it, but did she have one?
Right.
She like that. But there's only one. Shonda said, "A me, please." A is a little too small for me. I think that my shoulders, me personally, my shoulders are too broad for that.
Yeah, give me a
I'm
B.
sitting there like,
Give me a
uh,
B.
that's a little
What do you
too.
want?
I want like, cause in my heyday where I felt like I was more proportionate to myself, I was in like that C range.
Okay.
Every man that I have been with ever since I have said that C number, that C letter, has been like, no, cause they know what size I am now.
Okay.
and and they're like, no, can we? Because they're not against it. They're like, whatever makes you happy makes you happy. If I'm here, I'm here, and I'll enjoy either way. But I know one person was like, can we bargain? Can we go for like a D? Like high
Right,
C,
right,
low
right.
D. I was like, no, it's not a bargain. I'm bargaining with my body. It's my body. I'm paying the money.
Right.
But then I looked at some of my pictures from when I was a C, and I was like, nah, never mind. we go we gonna stick at that D range
You're not saying
because
B.
we
Okay.
gonna say the D
Okay.
because right now we're at a number. I do a number and a letter. I do not want to disclose to anyone. So yeah.
So going back, do you think women, and I know women do it for whatever reason that's for them. I know for me, I for a long time hated the kangaroo pouch, and
Yeah.
so it
Oh,
so
mommy pooch.
yes, because I had my C-section was for both of them. And
Oh,
so yeah, I had both C-sections with Zans and and I hated the mommy
tell
pooch.
them I said they better treat you like a
Right.
goddess on Mother's Day, bro.
So
Tell
I
them that
hated
cousin said
that,
you better treat them
especially as
right.
I got older in my clothes, and I just wanted to feel and look sexy, and I
Yeah,
just felt like, after I put on certain, especially
I
jeans,
can see that.
and having that bulge right there in my pants and that mid area, I
Especially when you would have that
hated
high
it.
waist jean situation.
I hated it,
Yeah,
and so I
yeah.
was like, yeah, I'm ready to get rid of this thing. But um, I want to. Do you think a lot of women do it because to get attention from men? What are y'all thoughts?
We actually have some
Okay,
comments.
I'm gonna let you.
Underscore Mr. Rhodes said also, for y'all that don't know, I know I've told a story on here before about my first boyfriend, like my first ever boyfriend. That's him. So for all y'all to talk about you can't be friends with your exes, that's a lie. We've been rocking for years.
That's
Anyway,
right.
and we still support each other. Anyway, he said my cousin got a reduction because it was hurting her back so much. That is initially
Yeah,
why,
yeah,
especially after my first child, that is initially why I started looking into it
yeah.
because these be these be having some weight. I don't want it.
I've heard that.
But then there's only one Shonda also said both. I now think women are more so infatuated with the look. I personally want my own look, but I am not knocking the look they want. Others Others of some reason, others for some reason want to do it because their men are looking.
At other women?
I'm assuming so because she didn't finish the statement. And she did also say at the look. Yes, so other men are looking at the look of the woman. Yo-Yo Diamond 72 said, I am waiting on my financial clearance tomorrow. For me, it's going to be, for me, self-love. I'm not getting, hashtag self-love. I'm not getting anything added. I'm getting perky. I'm getting perky and tummy tuck. Having children and age changes the body.
Yeah,
Man,
and that's what I was saying
yes
as
it is.
well. You know, as I got older, I hated the pouch, and I was like, yeah, for me, I wanted to look better. I wanted to look sexy. I wanted to look, you know, in my clothes, especially my dresses. I wanted to look really nice. And over time, I just felt like I wasn't content with the way that
Yeah.
I looked, and so. Of course, Yo-Yo, I had the tummy tuck. I don't know if you was on here, but just be prepared for the recovery. Ooh, honey, and I wish I had have done my breast and my stomach at the same time, so I could
Too
have
much
healed.
surface area being in
Well,
pain. The
that's what I
last
thought
comment,
too. But people were saying, "Girl, you should
just
just
go ahead
get
and
your
get it
breast
out the
done
way.
at once." But I was thinking like you though. I don't want to go through all that pain at one time. But they was like you would have just
I
knocked it
could
on
see
out.
trying to just go and get it out the way. Because some people do that with kids, especially if they're going through IVF. Some people are like, oh, do you want twins? Do you want to implant twins? And they're like, yeah, let's go get my two kids out the way. So I get that. Yo-Yo also said, I agree. I agree with the weight of these girls on my chest has to go. Girl, they gotta go. It got to
Yeah,
go.
yeah. So, what are you guys' thoughts on? And again, I don't know if y'all seen it on the page. The girl that I posted with the huge butt. Do you guys think that that's too much? Let me tell y'all this. Even with my surgery and the waist and my waist and um, that it makes my butt be really enhanced, accentuated.
Noticeable. Mm-hmm.
hmm I actually be saying like it makes me self-conscious sometimes, not
Mm-hmm.
about men motives. And so my thing be like, is it that you see me first in that way and I, want to know what it hit like, like, so I can imagine the girls that has the huge butts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking in my mind that could be a blessing or a curse. What?
Yeah.
Because men motives may not even be right. But what's y'all thoughts out there? The There's only one Shana that says I say A cup me because I have DD high profile. I'm double. I actually went for a lift, but because I had breasts, they had to fill them, which is how I ended up with the implant. Oh, got you.
Okay.
Got you. Got
Nice.
you. So do y'all
And it's
think sometimes that we talked about looking natural and how y'all was saying, is it scissor?
mm-hmm.
Did I pronounce it right?
Scissor.
Has a really good BBL, looking BBL. Do y'all think it could be too much sometimes? Too much breast, too much. But do you think if there's a thing such as too much?
I do. I personally do. Like it's too much if one is too much if you don't like the way you look, I believe. Two, I think it's too much if you start to look cartoonish or sickish. Um, and three, I think it's too much if you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Okay. Mr. Rose, I'm gonna let you read that, ma'am.
No problems, sir. There's doo-doo in there. If it was that big, I can't really do a big. I can't really do a big butt. Give me a little slim, thick, curvy woman. I'm all in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm for
Clearly,
plastic surgery,
he
of
has a taste,
course,
a type, y'all.
because I've had it. And
Yeah.
definitely, I'm looking forward to really going back to, like I mentioned, get my breast done. But I want to do lipo on my upper. around my
Mm-hmm.
back area, so that once I put on maybe like my bathing suit or something that may have my back out, I
Yeah.
don't have the rolls because
Okay.
you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like the
The
handles here
little
and
thing right
that's
there.
right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I got you.
So I want to do that part and when they lift these girls, because once they lift these girls, I want that to be a smoother section,
Nice and smooth.
right?
Here's the thing.
Yep.
I think I was so like scared because for the people who know me, like who know me, like Amanda does, like in the back of life. Your girl was like this
Me
for a
too.
long, for a long time, long time. She didn't get curvature for real, so she was like 15, 16 years old. So I think because of that, I like to hold on to little curvature that I do be having. I don't want to let it go.
I know.
But
I know as you get older, your things start to shift, body parts. But yeah, when I was
and
back
things
in the
start to
day,
just
right, my breast was so perky. That was the part of my body that I loved. And now it's the
mm-hmm.
part of the body that I hate the most.
I feel that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never thought I would be a person that had good sized boobs. I'm not gonna lie. Like I thought I was gonna be a 36C my entire existence. I started being a 36C when I was like 15. Like I said, it's the only time I had curvature. This is when I first got curvature, y'all. I was like 16. I stayed that way until I was 19, and I unfortunately suffered a miscarriage. So when they got bigger to start to grow the baby, they just never.
She's about no homo. Girl, we can talk like that. And if
It's
anybody thinks
perfectly
that
fine. If
another
she had
woman
I'm
giving
about
a
to say if
woman
she
a
had pretty titties,
compliment,
it's cool.
something is wrong with them. Yeah, she said
Because
honey had the
we are not
prettiest
the
titties.
toxicness.
Talking
We are
about
not the
me.
toxicness of men, who be like, who give you a compliment and be like, no, but pause. We're not toxic over here. It's okay to
Right,
give a
right,
nice
right.
little
Well, thank
compliment.
you. Well, thank you. The only one, Shauna. Thank you. And I, like I said, that was the part of my body that I loved, and now it's the part of the body that I like. Ugh. So, it's
The
with
baby's
age.
life.
It's with age. It's with time. And so, Yolanda, like you stated, as you get older, honey, them things start to shift, change, and you be like,
Baby.
right,
And I
right.
feel bad for me because I'm not gonna sit here and say things haven't shifted because they have, but I'm just in the beginnings of this stuff starting to shift for real. Like,
What did I think about? Like she mentioned, B mentioned, and I don't know if you guys was on. B mentioned weird places or weird things to have surgery, but people do it. Like they have their cheekbones done, and
like this little thing here,
yeah, the
little
flap,
bobble here,
um,
they'll get
the nose.
yeah.
Like Nene Leakes has had her nose done. What's the name? Says she has it. Sierra Glam Shop Girl,
Mhm.
from Love and Help. She said she hasn't had her nose done, but
Yes, she has.
that's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people,
Because when you look at the pictures, you be like, "Ma'am, this is not the same face."
and she's so pretty. I'm like, Sierra, don't do nothing else. Like, please.
I felt, who went too far? I'm glad we just opened this door. Celebrity wise. You know who went too far? Lil Kim. Lil Kim went too far. Lil Kim was gorgeous. I will die on this hill. If she is happy, that's all that matters. But to me, in my personal opinion, Lil Kim was gorgeous. Lil Kim was
Oh
gorgeous.
yes, yes, yes. Kim was definitely
Now,
gorgeous. I agree.
her,
Hmm.
her and Tiny, because Tiny was gorgeous. And now Tiny looks like a chihuahua, and Little Kim looks like a dachshund. And I'm really mad about it. Because
What,
they were gorgeous.
what do y'all think out there?
Don't do that, because you know it's true. That's why you're laughing. Look at a dachshund. It's tell me don't look like.
I'm not
Tell me don't
saying
look
it's
like her.
not true, because I agree. They were very beautiful women,
I would
and I just think
die on this hill.
sometimes we can definitely overdo it. I think for me, if Tiny is so into the surgeries, for me now, this is me, and I know she come from a mixed
Heritage.
family, but I just think she needs some tone, like some skin tone. Like maybe that'll help some of that surgery. Maybe she needs to tan to get just a tad darker, something to enhance. I don't know, but yeah, it's
She get
kind
some of it undone. She needs to get some, because you can do that. You can go in and you just whoop, put it back out. You can do that.
of, you say take some of it out.
Take some of it out.
Oh,
Just
what's the
whoop.
name? We know K Michelle
Okay,
did
Michelle
that.
did it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if your nose looks like a car hood?
And that's why I laughed for a second. It was like, nope, I'm not touching that one. So I'm glad you touched it, because I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, you said, Lord, I think they overdid it. Yeah,
Yes,
you got it at some
they
point.
did.
Right.
Because at what point are you gonna be like, okay, enough is enough? And that's when I said, that's why I was saying, when it's too much, when you know, when you're not doing it for you no more. Because at this point, you know it's not you. You know you don't want to keep doing some of this stuff, but you know you're trying to keep up with this trend and keep up with that person and be this
That's
girl.
my
So keep saying this letter.
right there.
Like
If you never thought about
that's too
having a
much.
surgery and you saw somebody and whatever it was, and you like, okay, now I'm gonna have a surgery because of whatever. And I think there's a lot of women that think, like Shonda said, because of what they think their man like or the man that they like, they know what that man is attracted to, so they go and run and have these surgeries thinking that that's going to
Mm-hmm.
make that man be attracted to them. But at the end of the day, he may be attracted to her body wise, but also too, you don't know if that man has tapped into that lady and he's attracted to her mentally, physically, spiritually,
Emotionally,
emotionally,
spiritually.
all of those
Mm-hmm.
things. Well, that's not you. So you can go have the tummy tucks, the BBLs, the lipos, the breast reduction, all of that stuff, and you still won't be her. So, like you said, you got to do it for the right reasons.
But I tell you, if a man ever came up to me and was like, "Baby, you should get this done," I'm gonna be like, "Baby, you should walk to the door."
Yeah, yeah. You gotta know and want, like your friend said about, like Mr. Rhodes said, his cousin about health wise, the back,
Mm-hmm.
and for me being not content with the pouch, um, with the pouch,
Right.
and Yolanda, she's feel like she's getting older and her body just don't look
Reasons
the way that she wanted it to look.
reasons for you are your reasons. And this is why I feel like, and some doctors have started doing this, because at one point they weren't doing it, but some doctors have started doing a psychological assessment
Mm-hmm.
when doing some of these bigger surgeries and some of these more massive surgeries, because they're trying to understand and make sure, like, yo, one, are you mentally stable enough to go through all this stuff?
Right.
Because this is not for the joke. And two, are you doing this for the right reasons?
Right.
Because
Right.
at the end of the day, your motivation and your motive is what's going to keep you pushing. You got to have the right motive for this stuff. Like, if you are not mentally sound, you need to not be doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you do not. This is a dangerous road. I think an eval
And
should be
that should be
mandatory as well.
mandatory.
It
Yeah.
needs to be. And I
What do
know
y'all
some
thoughts out
doctors
there
will
about the
do it, but
eval? That's a great point y'all make.
I know some doctors will do it like it's their actual common practice, but I think it should be like, and if I don't know, if anybody see if y'all ever get a plastic surgeon in here to tell us different, that's great. But from what I've heard, it's not mandatory. Like, I
Yeah,
think for
because
you to have
they
any
don't
type
care.
of
They want their
cosmetic
money
surgery, it needs
anyway.
to be mandatory in
Yeah.
the United States, at least.
Yeah. You got to be doing it for you. And I do believe a lot of women, especially married women, if they have those husbands that says, babe, you may want to get a tummy tuck, or you should
Leave.
you should get, this enhanced. I think a lot of
Red
women,
flag.
huh?
I said red flag. Leave
Yeah, I
immediately.
think. Do y'all think that happens? But I really believe that men
I'm sure it does.
encourage their women because they want those trophies. It's those men that
They
want the
want that
trophy
thing.
wives.
And like I was saying, any partner that I've mentioned it to since having my children, their father included, was like, no. Like, I remember when I initially talked to him about it. I talked to him about it when, because for anybody who's been here on the show before, they know I had said once my oldest turns 5, if I ain't had no more kids, we shutting that shit down, right? We were my oldest was hitting on 4, and I was like, hey yo, you about this baby though. After we get everything situated, because I didn't think my third would come as fast as he did. I was like, after we get everything situated, and she turned 5, and then we get done having these children, I'm thinking about having this surgery, and he was like, what surgery? And I was like, I want to have a breast reduction. The way this man looked at me, you thought I told this man that I had done the plot of National Treasure and had stole the Declaration of Independence. This man looked at me like, what? Like, and we talked about it in depth for a while, like off and on for a while, until eventually I had to be like, it is my health. This is causing me pain. And that's when he was like, can we bargain on the size? Like, that's because once I said the health thing, he was like, okay, I understand that. But he said it. He's like, I've come accustomed to those things, and you want to take them away. Can we at least come to a middle ground about a size for you, baby? And every partner I've had after that has said the same thing. Like, I'm talking about every, like it's been a large number. It is not.
I get it.
We get it. The partners that I have had have been like, nah, I like those.
Yeah. So underscore Mr. Rhodes states, and I feel like a doctor should be able to tell a patient no if they are on their 35th surgery. I agree. That leads to, putting your life in danger. I think we have to also be careful in that space as well. You can go one time and it's a danger, but definitely after you constantly are having surgery after surgery, I just think it becomes more of a health risk. And I think you are absolutely right that doctors got to know your history of how many surgeries, and you got to be honest if you're not going back to the same doctors, or if they're able to, have some indication that you've had surgery before, and ask those questions in order to get those probing questions, in order to get those answers, so that they can make definitely a great decision on a yes or no that I'm going to do this surgery, or you may want to look elsewhere. And Shonda says, my husband doesn't want me to get a reduction either. Yeah, it comes out as an addiction at that point. And I think it does. It does. Absolutely.
1000%.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. To a point where you end up looking like how we talked about earlier.
Looking like a Chihuahua and a Dachshund.
And that's crazy.
Looking like a walking anamorphic being. It's not okay.
Yeah. I think that sometimes women, we can lead with that, with our bodies, because we're thinking that's what attracts men, and all of us are visual, and we're attracted to what we are attracted to. But after that man gets to know who you are, after the looks, I think men start to judge on something else. So they're visual and they're attracted to you. But after the fact, how do you keep that man in tune to you outside of just your body? Because I think even after men get to you, and based on what your appearances are, then after the fact, I definitely believe that men start to look for other things. What do you guys think out there, especially guys? What do you think, ladies? Yo says, as for me, I injured my back and wear a back brace nearly every day. My exercise is not limited. So for health reasons as well, I'm single, so there is no influence. I want to be my best. I want it, and go for it. Definitely go for it. And we are definitely all for it, as long as we're getting these surgeries for the right reasons, meaning for self gratification, health wise, whatever that may be. And I'm even okay okay with if you and your husband has agreed to it.
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
But I don't want a woman to feel influenced that she has to do this because of the simple fact that the man feel like he wants a trophy wife or he's attracted to other females that look a certain way. So you run
Mm-hmm.
and get this surgery based on appeasing him to the way he thinks other what he's
You
attracted.
should look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an issue for me. Yeah. I think it has to be a mental or spiritual as well. I don't even look the same as when I was 18. The looks change. Oh, definitely. 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 Actually, I feel at my age right now, um, besides when I had the perky titties, like Shauna said, right now at this age, I feel so in tune with my body. Um, that yeah, I don't look the same as when I did back then, but I love the way that I look current state. I think my doctor did a very good job in respects to the tummy tuck, and definitely I'll probably end up using that same doctor with the breast lift and my lipo, the part that I mentioned I wanted to do for my back. So what else we got on the table? What's your anybody else out there with any thoughts on tummy tucks, lipo, BBLs, just surgery in general? What's your thoughts? Are you for them? Are you not? Or do you just don't care at all? It don't
Like
make me no never
me.
mad.
Like me.
Yeah. Well, oh well. So, guys, we will cut short a little early. You guys know we are here from 7 to 8. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Shauna said, not my face. Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
I definitely wouldn't do face. No matter, yeah. I would love
God
to have
gave
a
me a good looking one of those.
more of a structured nose because we
Mm-hmm.
in our family we just got wide noses anyway.
We do.
But I would love to have more of a defined nose. But I'm with you. I'm a little afraid of anything that's facial, so I'll pass on that. I'll stick with the wide nose, girl.
Big facts.
Right?
Big
It's
facts.
a family thing anyway, so I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Well, guys, we are 105.7 The Phase, the Talk Dot Queens, and we are here every Sunday at 7 o'clock. We are Facebook Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Make sure you guys go on over to our YouTube page. All of our archive shows are there. And Mr. Rose said, I got a big nose too. I'm not messing with it. That's right.
It's
That's right.
endearing.
Wait. Before we go. So somebody said that guys have the penis enhancement. I'm like, no way. There's no way.
I know
There
it's a
is no
surgery.
way that
I don't know
happens.
anybody who's done it, but I know it's an option. It's a surgery. It's there. It's an option. It's also an option for them to get like their ribs, like the bottom part of their ribs taken out so they can have like that cut or that little V cut or like that six pack situation going on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an option. That's
Oh
weird.
my
It's weird.
goodness. Nah, they got this surgery though.
We will
That
never
is
know.
crazy. I would really want to know who
That's
have had
wild.
this surgery. Oh
That's
my
we should
God.
put a put
Right,
a
we should
feeler
put
out
some
there.
out there and say if you
Put a
bold
feeler
enough
out
to
there like,
tell us.
hey, if you had it, just let us just tell us, and we can do an anonymous like a interview with you.
Yes.
Because when I
Oh my
tell you
God, we would do
when
it
I tell you
anonymous
I
just
drive up
like
to
you
Atlanta,
said.
I
Right.
drive up to Atlanta for
I
that.
I
I
would
drive.
love to have someone tell us about the experience. Did it work? Did it not? How did it feel? Like, I am so curious on that.
I need to know now.
Right, right.
I need to
So
know
y'all,
now.
we putting it out there. If you have had or know anyone that have had that has had the nail part enhancement, we can do the show anonymous. We want to hear
We want
from
to know.
you. We want to know.
I just want to know. I just want to know how to like what happened. Like I don't want
And what
to
makes you
probe into.
want, like,
I don't want to probe into your mind or nothing like that. I don't want to do. I don't want to know why you
what
did it
drove
because
you to say,
I
hey, I want to do this?
right. But I also want to ask out of people who have a Prince Albert piercing because I'd be like, no.
I need the deep voice and everything, and the face blurred out.
Listen, no,
Absolutely.
ain't nobody clocking this as me ever.
Wow. So
We not even
Yolanda,
using aliases.
definitely our blessings going out to you. But when
Yes,
you
yes,
have
yes.
your surgery, definitely keep us updated along your journey so that we can check in with you, make sure you are well and healthy afterwards. If there's anything
I
that
do.
I can do to help along that journey, I know how that pain is, so definitely let me know. But guys, they know I'm a fool. Oh, they know I'm a fool.
I do.
That's
I
right.
do
That's right.
1000% know that. I do.
Have a great week out there, guys. We are the Talk Queens. Thank you guys so much for joining each and every Sunday. There are a lot of amazing people out there. If you aren't one, become one. It's on you.
And please, 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 while becoming that best person, make sure you do it and live each and every day like it is your last because life is not a dress rehearsal. It is your final performance. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much again for joining us. We will see you guys over on Facebook Tuesday night, 7 o'clock.
Let,
Don't forget.
let me tell you guys something. So very seriously, and I almost forgot, so I apologize. We will be having a show coming up very soon, and so B and I are going to be collaborating on it about domestic violence. Guys, whew, this is going to be a tough one, but if you know anyone, we recently posted on the Facebook page a young lady where I did an interview with her mom that was killed. I think she was 17, 18 at the
17.
time, and so young of an
I
age.
think it was 17.
17, so young of
Yes.
an age to be going through that, and I know it doesn't have a number tag to it, an age tag to it, but I just thought, like, dang,
To think
what?
of someone so young going through something
Yes,
so
like someone so
hard.
young
Yeah.
going through that, like, what is that about? And so I want to definitely say to you guys, if you know anyone, and I want to do it in studio, so B and I will be collaborating because I think this needs to be an in-house event. So guys, if you guys know anyone that has gone through it, I'm sure each and every one of us knows someone.
And is willing to
And
sit down
that's
and
what I
tell
was
their
just about to
story, has
say.
been healed enough to
Mhm.
is there enough to be able to speak about
And
it
I
and
am going
help move forward.
to tell my journey, my story. I don't know if you guys were on the live, how long you've been following us, because there's a point in time that I mentioned it, but I have not just really told the entire journey and story. So I'll share mine as well um, with you guys. And so definitely it is going to, I'm sure, be very touching, very emotional, very painful. But like she said, it has to be someone that's willing to open up and tell their story.
Then all of those emotions together, it will also be very powerful.
Right.
Please, please, please know that a survivor is just that. They're not a victim, they're a survivor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. With that being said, have a great week, guys.
Bye.